Courtney Enders here with FloRacing. We are at the PRI show in Indianapolis, but we are here to talk about the Pro Superstar Shootout, and I have a very exciting guy that we're going to get to know today. Businessman, race car driver, all things extraordinaire, Paul Lee. Let's go find him. We're going to interrupt his workday. Hi, Paul.
How you doing, Courtney?
Good to see you.
Hi, Courtney. Good to see you guys.
We're going to interrupt your day here at the PRI show to talk all things Pro Superstar Shootout. But before we do that, what the hell do you have going on here?
Okay, we're here at the 2023 PRI show, and it's a big business show for our Wharton Automotive Group, which includes 4 brands: McLeod, clutches, FTI converters, transmissions. We have powertrain technology, and we have our new company that we introduced this week, actually today, which is FTI Parts, which I'll show you guys in a minute of the parts that we have available for the aftermarket. So it fits right into our business model, and we're pretty excited.
How important is this trade show for what you do out at the track?
When we're at the track, we're racing, and we're pretty much busy the whole time. But the shows like this allow us to talk to our friends and our customers, like Tim Wilkerson just came by. It's really hard to do that at the racetrack because we're all so busy. But the PRI show is pretty much a race without the actual race. So we have all our parts here that we can show our customers, and they all come by and see our new products for the year. And this is our most important trade show of the year. It's a lot of fun.
So I'm your customer now. Show me what you got.
Okay, so first, McLeod is our base company. McLeod's been in business since 1971. I bought the company in 2008, so I've owned it for 15 years. And it makes clutches and driveline parts. So let me give you a quick look over here about what this does over here. So these are our basic street clutches. And this is our big market at McLeod, is the street market and the hobby racers. That's who we sell to. McLeod's been around for 53 years, and we're the leading clutch company in the aftermarket in the hot rods and muscle cars. Another company of ours is FTI Performance and Converters and Transmissions. They're based in DeLand, Florida. And this company, as you see here, is a nice, beautiful Power Glide transmission. This is for drag racing. So most of FTI products are for drag racing. We have converters, transmissions. We have these nice, those who know about converters, it's called a bolt-together converter. And this is the trick stuff that the top sportsmen, top dragster guys use, and Pro Mod too. We're big in those 3 series. So this is FTI Performance Converters. And here, this is our new company that we introduced here at the PRI show in 2023. This is FTI Performance Parts. Now, what's the difference between parts and converters is this is a company that we just introduced today that's based outside of Philadelphia, a 37,000 square foot distribution center for transmission parts and converter parts. So if you're a rebuilder, you build high performance transmissions for drag racers, monster trucks, this is where you would buy your parts. So we not only sell to ourselves at FTI, but we also sell to our competitors. We found that we had a hard time getting parts, so we created a business where we sell to ourselves, but we also sell to our competitors. Like these planetaries, cases, anything you need to build a racing, drag racing, performance transmission, or torque converter, FTI Parts is the place to go.
So this is the heartbeat of what you do and why you're into what you do. But I think that drag racing is a little bit different in a sense of where we don't go out there and make $1 gazillion. We're not NASCAR drivers. This is a hobby thing. What you do here, and here makes that happen, correct? Well, explain that dynamic.
That's exactly right. So I don't make my living drag racing. There's some people who do make their living drag racing. Me, it's my hobby. It's my passion. It's why I do what I do here. So I am the luckiest guy in the world. I have these businesses that are in racing, which I love. Yes. I'm like that little kid still. I'm just older. I'm the same little kid.
Me too.
Right?
I get to do my pleasure
I'm the same little kid, right? Now I get to compete in the industry, and I get to go out and race my Nitro funny car on weekends to promote the companies. Now, how lucky is that? I get to compete in the business world in an industry that I love, and then I go race the funny car and promote our products at the races. So all this stuff is interrelated. The drag racing, the funny car, promoting the businesses. It's like everything works in one big group. I have a great team of people, and we all love drag racing. We sell all kinds of racing, but to me, my passion is driving a Nitro funny car. That is what I love to do, and that's where I spend my money.
You give back to the sport a lot, and You invest in sportsman stuff, professional stuff, but I want to shift gears into this Pro Superstar Shootout that you'll be racing at in Bradenton. Not only are you a participant, not only are you helping us out on the content side with always being able to do all the things that you do for us, what is a funny car, seen on the stream, you're giving back to this. You're going to be sponsoring a class there, you're going to be doing a lot of branding there. Talk a little bit about why you choose to spend that money there.
Well, yeah, that's a great question, and think about this. The Pro Superstar Shootout, all the money that we've raised by all our partners is going back to the racers, right? So that's a pretty important piece, right? I sponsor racers, Top Sportsman, Top Dragster, Pro Mod. I also want to give back to the racers, right? So I don't have to give money to someone else to give money back to my customers who are the racers. Our partners are supporting us in Top Fuel, Funny Car, and Pro Stock, and I want to support the guys in Top Sportsman. So the Pro Superstar Shootout will be the FTI Top Sportsman. So we also, like our partners are giving back to us, I like to give back to our racers and customers.
Not only are you investing your money, you're investing your time. Got a new young crew chief coming in.
Yes.
A little insight to why that kind of drives you and why you pick the people that you pick and you back them through their careers.
Well, it's funny because businesses, like people ask me, what's the most important aspect of a successful business? And it's not even a question. It's not your products, it's not your parts. It's your people. Your people is the most important asset that a company has. And I've been able to be successful by surrounding myself with great people and let them do their job. And the same thing with a race team. So I like to give young up and coming guys a chance to be a crew chief, and with a great mentor like John Medlin wants to be the mentor. So now we have Johnny Lindbergh, world champion, top alcohol funny car driver. He contacted me, said, I want to be a nitro crew chief. I said, great. Well, we'll team him up with John Medlin, them working together, which they've already been friends. That's the kind of opportunity that I like to give people. It's pretty exciting when the people is the most important thing, want to be part of your group. And that goes with the business and the race team. It's no different. The race team is a business, and the people is the most important thing, as you know.
Yes. You keep it real with me always, and I want to keep it real with you. Your tenacity in what you do in your racing program and getting it to where it is now has been, in my opinion, second to none. Things haven't always been sunshine and rainbows, but what is it about drag racing and what you do at Pauly Racing that makes you just keep going?
And it has been a struggle the last couple of years, and now we're seeing some really fun light at the tunnel. The last two races were getting to be pretty amazing for us. We have a great starting point for next year. We're going to start right where we left off. And it's exciting because it's all about the people still. You know what I mean? I just love seeing people have a good time, being part of something that is moving forward. And as far as me, I'm a fighter, I'm a competitor. Whether it's on the racetrack, I'm friends with all the most of the drivers out there, but we're out there, we want to beat each other.
Well, hell, and those are your customers, you know what I mean?
And it's the same thing in business. I want to beat my competition. So that's why I enjoy business. Competition in business, the same as racing, it's competition, and I enjoy it. And okay, so you had a bad couple of years. You know what? You just keep fighting. You don't give up. And what else would I do? This is what I love. I'm doing what I love. I don't have a job. I get to do this, and I get to go race my funny car in a weekend. Even a bad day racing, I have nothing to complain about. I'm a blessed guy.
Back to this pro race. You are a big part of the back end of this and the early days before anybody knew what we were doing, when this was a big idea on a whiteboard that people thought was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So you've seen the whole ride of it come into fruition. When you first heard about this, tell me your gut heart instinct of what you thought this could be.
I thought it's a turning point. When we were in the first pro meetings, and it was like, you know what, that's what we need to do. We really need to grow the sport to go forward. This is something that Pro as an organization needs to do. Whatever we need to do, and I've been involved in a lot of the legal stuff and in the back office stuff, because that's kind of my background, and that's my contribution to Pro. Everybody has their certain expertise. Whatever I can do to help grow the sport. None of us on Pro get paid to do this. We're doing it because we all love the sport and we all want to see it grow. It's about a lot of work. Everybody on the Pro board is in their certain area has been unbelievable, and it's really great to see that group work together for the same cause, which I don't think has ever happened in pro before. At least the people that I've talked to that have been part of pro in the last 30 years, they have not seen a group this dedicated to working together. And that's what excites me, is being able to see us all come together and want to make the sport better.
This is the coolest table I've ever sat at when I got to come to that first pro meeting, and I'm so excited that Flo is doing this. But to me, the coolest part about this and the most unbelievable thing was all of the parties rowing in the same direction. And I don't think in especially NHRA drag racing, and it's not an NHRA race, but in the world of NHRA drag racing, I don't think anybody's ever come together like this. So when it was early, were there any kind of concerns, or was it just everybody all in from the start?
There was. No, it wasn't all in from the start, but part of how we changed the board, we changed the structure of the board, we added more owners, because in past years it's gotten away from owners. And really the people who pay the bills should have the say. Right? So we expanded the board. I was part of reorganizing the bylaws and building the board to where it is, where we have mostly all owners on the board, and they all have come together. First, it wasn't going to be that way, and it's like a few people on the board, listen, we either going to do this or we're not going to do it. And the board consists of people that are successful in business and racing. So with that attitude, if you take it to there and say, we have to do this together as a group for the one goal. Some people, have a little bit of interest here, some people's interests are over there. But if we don't go that big ship in the same direction, then none of us are going to benefit. So we have to do it as a group together, which I'm pretty happy with so far.
And I feel like that's why something like this has never happened before. Like we preach this on the PR side, coolest thing to happen in drag racing. We've kind of, how much can you really change a drag race to make it the coolest thing? But I think that I want to keep reiterating, especially with people like you on the back end of this, is it may not be exactly what goes on there. What happened and what had to happen with who it happened with leading up to this, in my opinion, is the historic part of this.
For sure. I mean, mostly all the guys on the board have been around drag racing for 30 plus years, right?
And each other,
including myself. Exactly, right. And even guys that are on the board now that said, I don't know if I want to do that. And then this one, we had to talk people into joining it. Now they're all happy. Now they're all like, yes, we can work together.
There's a couple commas.
Yeah, we can work together, and that's the part that we're doing. And this pro race is so exciting. We're doing different things. Not that any one thing's bad, but we're just doing some different things that I think are pretty exciting for the sport, and are going to grow the sport, and the fans are going to love it.
They are going to love it. And Paulie, you are one of the most approachable human beings in this sport. And I think a very important aspect of this race is going to be the fans and what they get to see, not only at the racetrack where they are going to be able to come up to the ropes, watch everything, but this in-pit camera situation that we're going to be doing. Never seen anything like it in drag racing. What are your thoughts?
Oh, that's the most important part. I mean, imagine being able to go to this pit and watch that pit action, or go to the racetrack and see what's going on in the racetrack, or see what Courtney Enders has to say when she's interviewing somebody. So yeah, it's got to be exciting. It's you're going to be interactive. It's like interactive. So that's never been done before. So pretty excited, and everybody that's associated with our race team, and I know other race teams, they're also excited about this as well. So I'm looking forward to it.
How do you think that what we're doing with this race can help drag racing evolve and get more into this century, if you will?
Well, yeah, because we're doing things that's not been done before. So we want ideas to be shared. We want people to see what we're trying to do and maybe incorporate it into their programs. So it's for the betterment of the sport. It's not to make enemies or go in another direction. It's because we love it so much. How can we make it better? And this is the racers' idea. This is our ideas and Flo's ideas of how we can present a better drag race to our fans. And whatever other people can take, good or bad, then so be it.